now my this stuff won't be here because it'll be on me, and my run stuff is ready to go. When we come back, I'm gonna rack my bike on the bike rack, and I'm going to start taking off my bike stuff and start putting on my run stuff. Now, I used to sit down, or I used to not sit down because I was afraid I would not get back up. In a short race, I don't really sit down. In a long race, or if I have to pee, I sit down. And what do? I pee. Yes, on the dirt, the gravel, the turf, whatever, while I'm putting on my run stuff. Really efficient with time. Don't have to stop at a porta potty. Maybe too much information for you, but one day you'll understand. So, here's all my stuff. You don't have to sit, you can stand, but the first thing I have is I have my race belt. That's got to go on, and I have it open, so I just throw it around my waist and clip it. So that's my race belt. I have this handy little one that has a pouch because I have some medical supplies I carry. I have a little Pepto, I have a little Imodium just in case of emergency, but I really don't use that too much because it's dehydrating. I have some ginger gum. These are for long races. And I have, as always, a chapstick. I have a chapstick everywhere. There's chapsticks hidden in my bike, everywhere. And maybe an extra little pouch of sunscreen just in case, but I don't think I've ever stopped in a race to put on sunscreen. I don't use the loops on my race belt for nutrition because they fail and you drop nutrition, and then that really irritates me. So I don't use that, but many people do. And if you've got a brand new race belt, it's probably fine. Next thing, I put my sunscreen, or hi Meg. Next thing, I put my sunglasses on. I put my nutrition that I'm gonna use on the run in my pockets. And then I put my hat on, and then I do my shoes and socks. Once again, donut socks are ready to go, and I have speed laces so I can just slide my shoes in. Now, if you do have things that you want to have, like an extra thing of chamois cream or Aquaphor or some extra sunscreen things, or you're just not sure how much you're going to need, I actually put stuff in a little Ziploc baggie. So anything that is extra, that is not, like this is a sprint, so I've got the nutrition amount. I have a big gel, so I don't need like 6 gels or anything. But if I have a lot of loose items, I put them in a Ziploc baggie. And that way when I run up, sitting in my hat, I can shove this in my pocket, or I can grab it and start shoving all the little things in my pockets, rather than pick them up off the ground. That way also doesn't get kicked around transition. So this is a reusable Ziploc baggie. I don't keep food in it because I keep gross stuff in it, but they are race savers. The other thing these can be good for is if it's really, really hot, you can shove ice in it and shove it down your kit, and then it doesn't drip and you don't get chafing, but that's that. So this is my little transition area. I cannot wait to see pictures of all of yours when you guys do the transition clinic. Now I'm gonna go and repack all of this stuff into bags with a lot of other stuff, because here's the deal. You will have a lot of packing to do and a lot of organizing to do and a lot of extra stuff. What I do also is if I have extra stuff, I keep my extra stuff in a backpack that is, I'll put underneath the bike back behind my run stuff. And I do that so that if I absolutely need it, I can get to it, and I can get to it pretty easily, but it's not junking up my transition and slowing me down. The biggest slowdown I see is people who have all of their extra stuff out, and then it gets kicked away, it gets moved away, or they have to sift through it to get the stuff they absolutely have to have. And suddenly you're spending your transition going, do I need this? Do I need that? And triathlon is actually a lot more persistent decision making than swim, biking, and running all day. So I like to have all my decisions that I can control done before the race, and that way when I'm in the race, I'm just racing, and I have options, and they're close at hand, but they're not, like I don't have to think about it. So that's my number one recommendation is use the checklist, take stuff with you, but unless you've used it and you don't know that you'll need it, keep it accessible, but Don't let it junk up your space, because you'll spend way too much time deliberating. Good luck. I'm also going to post a professional video about transitions, but this is mine, and I cannot wait to see your transition pictures.